We have with us our special guest, Brother John T. Smith, Sr. of the Soulful Sons of Zion of Oakland, California. You've often heard me play his music, and you've heard me introduce him as the father of John Smith, Jr., Jubu Smith of the Soul Seekers. How you doing today, Brother Smith?
I'm doing good there, Brother Lee Williams.
Well, let's start back, since I know who you are. Let's start back and go back to where you originated in your musical career. How'd you get started in music?
I've been singing ever since I was about 7 years old, back in the deep south of Bastrop, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. And you have a unique style of playing the guitar. How did you learn that?
Well, I had what you call an acoustic guitar, so I was just walking around with a string on my shoulder, and I started playing this. And then later in life, I realized that I could get an electric guitar, and then that's how I got started there.
Oh, okay. And how did you get started singing gospel music?
And the first group I sung in was a cappella group called the Pingman Brothers.
Oh, okay. Were they out of Bastrop also?
All of them was out of Bastrop.
Okay, how did you end up in California?
Well, my family decided to move out here in '59, and then I started singing gospel out here. I started out with a group called the Spiritual Eagles, and I moved on from there to the Sensational Traveler. Then I got drafted into the service, and when I came out in 1970, Reverend Thomas Smith had organized the group called the Sons of Zion. So they needed a bass player at the time, and I started playing bass for them. And then when they sort of spread it out, started breaking up and stuff, came up with the group name of the Soulful Sons of Zion. And that's when we came out with the record, Lord Save Me.
Okay. It looks like you come from a very musical family. I see your boys are off into something. Why don't you talk about them a little bit? What are they doing?
Well, as you know, Jubu, John Smith Jr., he plays right now, he's playing guitar for the Soul Seekers out of Los Angeles. And Eric Smith, which is the bass player, he was playing with Mary Mary. So he just jack of all trades. You need a bass player, just call him, and he's busy. All he want to do is hear your music, and he'll get it down pat for you.
Okay. Now I understand you have another nephew, Roger Hudson, that's also singing. What is he doing now?
Roger Hudson, right now he's singing with a group called the Leggett Brothers, and also he's working on his own project called Present Roger.
Okay.
Pop Hudson.
And what are you doing musically at this time?
Well, right now, I'm just kind of, as you know, I retired about a year and a half ago, so I'm just kicking back. I was playing with a group out of San Jose called the Gospel Travelers, but they got a little too much traveling down there every Tuesday sometime on weekend to play. So I'm just kicking back, relaxing now.
Okay, have you ever thought of maybe doing your own CD?
Well, as soon as Jubu and Eric kind of slow down a little bit, we're going to finish up a CD that we're working on. We're only lacking, I think, about four more songs to complete it.
Oh, okay. Now, what are some of the groups? I know that the group toured back in the '70s. What are some of the groups you worked with as a part of the Soulful Sons of Zion?
Well, we worked with, as I was saying, we had out of Sacramento, we worked with Brother McLean and the Pearly Gates, and also we had another lady here in Oakland, in San Francisco, was very popular, named Mother Orange, that had the True Tone singers. So we used to work with all of them.
Okay.
And the Sons of the Soul Revivals out of San Francisco.
Okay, but I seem to remember one back in the middle '70s. Didn't you open up for the Jackson Southern Airs when they were in town?
Yeah, that was down in, I believe it was Bakersfield or Fresno.
Okay, I believe, if my memory serves me correct, I believe it was in two places, because I think it was also down at Perfect Peace in Oakland.
Yeah, and also we opened up for Doc McKenzie and the Highlights.
Okay. Now there's another group.
Modesto, I believe.
Right, there's another singer that I remember seeing the Sons of Zion open up for and I never knew whatever happened to him. You remember a guy called Sammy Cheatham?
You know, I never knew what happened to him. He was supposed to have came to Oakland one time, and something happened. He didn't make it, so the group that he had, they came. But I never heard anything of him anymore.
Okay. And let's see, I think at your 25th anniversary, you had your special guest was the Lumsey sisters. Wasn't that correct?
Yeah, they was out here for our 25th year anniversary, and from my understanding, they're supposed to be back in the Bay Area, which is Oakland, at Good Hope Baptist Church, on October the 1st, along with the Soul Seekers out of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I've heard that also. And they got another group out here, coming out here, I think the 18th and 19th of September, Lee Williams and the Spiritual QCs.
Lee Williams and the Spiritual QC.
And there's an inside joke because his cousin, George Dean, was out here in July with the Gospel 4, and we got a chance to talk, and they said, "You Lee Williams, huh?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And they said, "Well, we're going to call you the real Lee Williams." So whenever they give me a call and let me know where they're going to be, they always say, we speaking to the real Lee Williams, right? I said, "Yes, you are." Well, tell me, Brother Smith, what do you foresee for yourself in the near future? I know you're enjoying retirement right now, but what are you doing to keep busy?
Well, as you know, I do a lot to help the seniors. Like, as of now, there's a lady that she's 85 years young, and I help her every Tuesday and Friday to go to the senior center. I love doing that, helping out older people.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And you retired from working at the University of California. How many years were you there?
35 years and 3 months.
35 years and 3 months. That's long.
And when I left, I told them bye-bye. And I think I only been through Berkeley twice, and that was on the freeway.
Well, what do you think about this situation that's happening down in the South now with Hurricane Katrina? Isn't that pretty sad?
It's real sad, but the saddest part is people taking advantage of, the situation, looting and all of this. God is not pleased with it. And he's trying to give us a warning to straighten up and fly right. Time is winding up. It ain't long now. We just don't know when.
Yeah. Well, I was watching the looters doing their thing, and the thought that kept coming into my mind is, well, if everybody is homeless, how you don't have any power, what you gonna watch? I mean, you're gonna sit there and watch the blank screen on the TV. You can't listen to nothing without power.
I saw one guy.
And if you're homeless, you don't have any place to put this furniture you're stealing.
I saw one guy pushing a cart down the street loaded with VCRs. So how you gonna plug the thing?
Yes, I'm supposing maybe they think they're gonna stockpile and open up their own pawn shop or something, but as I was looking, they said it's going to be 3 or 4 months before they're even able to get back into the city. So
maybe they was able to steal enough to get them a generator to run the thing. I don't know.
Well, that could be, but I think if it were me, I'd be trying to steal the generator first.
It's sad, though. It is really sad. And you know, Brother William, another thing that I don't understand is that the United States donated a whole lot to the overseas when they had the tsunami, and we haven't heard anything from these people in our time of disaster.
Well, you're right in that sense, and one of the things that I see is that the state of Texas is allowing them to open up the Houston Astrodome for refugees to come over there, which coincidentally is the home state of George W. Bush. But I haven't. You got Georgia and Florida that's right there in the same area. I don't seem to have heard anybody down there offering to open up any of their big stadiums or hotels or whatever to house some of the refugees there. So I'm wondering if there's some political implications there.
I'm thinking that's the case. You know, a lot of this I feel is behind the first election of George Bush. It was done illegally, and we've been having problems ever since.
That's true. That's true. Well, we're about out of time here. What would you like to tell the listeners? As you can tell, we we play and promote your music here, and we definitely promote the Soul Seekers and also the Sons of the the Revivers. So the Bay Area is well represented on the internet.
Well, I would like to tell everybody to go out and support both of these groups, the Soul Seekers especially. They is doing good, real well with their record sales, their CD sales at Walmart and all these high-profile things. So if you got $18.99, go and purchase that CD, and you will be happy.
Well, it's good that they got into Walmart. I was over at Target yesterday, and I don't think I'd be looking for much gospel over at Target because their selection, you would not be happy with it. They had about 5 artists, and that was about it.
Well, I was told that you can find it at Best Buy.
Okay.
They are Walmart and Best Buy.
Best Buy does have. In fact, I bought a 2-disc Williams Brothers CD from Best Buy, so I know they have a pretty decent selection, and you can find it probably at all the local record stores. If they don't, they can always go out and ask for it.
So you tell anybody that's going to be in the Bay Area, which is Oakland, California, on October the 1st, to go out to Good Hope Baptist Church, and they will be happy because the Lumsey Sisters, as you well know, they're #1 female group, and they'll be in concert with the Jubu and his group out of Los Angeles.
Yes, and there's a website called GlorylandGospel.com that rates all of the gospel groups and their CDs right now, and I can tell you that I was on there the other day, and the Soul Seekers have the #1 rated CD in the country right now. In fact, they're even higher than the latest thing by the Canton Spirituals and a couple of other big wheels. So the music has been widely and very much accepted by the people. So, and you tell your son, Mr. Jubu, that I'm still waiting on him to give me a call for that interview that he's been promising me.
Okay, and also you tell the listeners that anybody that loves Harvey Watkins Jr. and Paul Porter from the Christian Heirs, if they buy this CD, they will find both of them on certain songs on the CD.
We'll be sure to do that.
All right.
Well, you have a nice day, and it's been a pleasure talking to you today,
and you
Brother
too.
Smith. All right.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
We hope that you've enjoyed our interview with Brother John Smith, Sr. of the Soulful Sons of Zion. I might add to that, he's also my brother. Have a great day today, and hopefully we will get that interview with Jubu very soon.